Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to look at the Titanium Winnerwell backpack stove. Welcome back to the Kent Survival Gear and Review channel, an extension of my Kent Survival channel where I use the gear that I review here. So today's product is by Winnerwell, a company you've seen me use their products before. Very well made, very nice products indeed. Something a little bit different for them here. We've got the backpacking stove. So we've got this, I guess, Cordura case. And if I open that up, let's get straight into it here. We've got the stove. So this is a folding stove akin to a bush box or a firebox. And it's in titanium, so the whole thing weighs 360 grams, which is 12 ounces, and that's with all the bits that you don't need to take if you didn't want to. So you have this section and this section, which is just going to leave you with this tiny thing, which is even lighter. I'll put the weight of this on its own on the screen now for you because I don't know off the top of my head. It's made from 1mm titanium. And it's also available in steel. And if I show you, unfolds like so, that will drop down into the slots, and then all you do is flip over the grill at the top, which slots into these notches here. And that is basically your stove. Now if I change the angle, I can show you the rest of the system. So here we go, we have the table stand, which has two legs that fold out similar to their tent stoves. And you've got these gaps for the hinges, like so. That's going to lift you up off of any kind of dry ground or anything, if that's an issue. Here we have the bottom tray, which I've put on incorrectly in the past. It actually goes this way round, and it slots in here, and then these just slot into the sides like so. There we go. Now you can probably see that the layout of this is slightly different from your usual fireboxes and bush boxes. It's more of a horizontal layout as opposed to a vertical one. You've got a lot more space on here, definitely enough for a couple of cups for getting a brew on at the same time. You've got a nice big feeding hole here, so you don't have to worry about taking the grill on and off, which obviously is very easily done with some gloves or just a stick while it's hot. Yeah. I've used this a couple of times, you've seen in my videos already probably, and yeah, it's very nice. You get a nice flame on it. I did try to do the Swedish torch style, having all the fuel upright, because there's not a massive gap on the top here. It wasn't the best way of doing it. The best way is as it's designed, just feeding in through here. I've used this twice, and you can see there's minimal to no warping, just a little on the grill on the top there, but that happens on all these stoves, to be honest. I've got with me here my LF bush box, which is another stove that I love. And the reason I've got it with me is just so you can see the size of this thing. Now, comparative weights on the screen there, you can see for its size it's a very good weight. It's closer in size to the XL bush box, but kind of on its side, I guess. I'm just going to get some dead wood here and get this thing lit for you. I'm just going to start loading this up with some dead wood. Going to put 3 big ones at the base there. Put in some of this smaller stuff. And I'm just going to shove in some fat wood because it's what I've got with me. Just a lighter today. Got a bit of a breeze. I've left that for a bit so it's taking, and all you have to do is kind of push these in as they burn. And that will just keep feeding the fire. We seem to be going quite well now, so just going to get that pan on, bit of oil. Not exactly as flat as I wanted here, but ooh. That's coming along nicely. I've not fed any more wood in other than what's already in there. Get this crisped up. You see that's going nicely. Not getting suffocated at all. And now we're pretty much done. Get a good nice even heat with this being so large on the top. Not something I really thought about before. But yeah, I think this is sufficiently crispy. You can see there that there's tons of fuel still to burn through. Just keep edging it in like so. So if I wanted to get a brew on now, I could quite easily. That'd last well enough time. So as easy as it was to unpack, pretty easy to pack. Just do in reverse. It's quite important not to pour cold water on these to kind of cool them down. And there we go. Just goes back in the pouch. And you're done. As you can see here, you've got no scorch marks at all. That table keeps that stove well off of any dry ground. If you're interested in the Winnerwell backpacking stove, I'll add some links to the description below. Third time using it, very happy with it. The weight to size ratio is brilliant, pretty well engineered. I hate the stoves that you have to put together manually, so any stove I use now, wood stove, has to be a folding one, I think. So yes, ultra lightweight, backpacking stove, fire stove, check it out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.